Brian here from quantlabs.net. I put up a video on February 1st, 2013, showing how to use multicharts.net, not multicharts itself, but multicharts.net. Just need to stress that .net part there. And being able to integrate it through their DLLs of signals and indicators, and how to integrate it with Matlab models, Simulink models from Matlab, as well as C++ and C# and .NET in general. I think it's one of the best ways to actually start trading, and if you're starting out looking for something very affordable, it is a good way to start. Now, some people have asked, well, is it HFT? No, it's not. I mean, it depends upon what you define as HFT. High frequency trading is like, if I'm doing 1,000 orders a day, that could be high frequency trading, but I can still do that through multicharts. I don't see no reason with it. As it stands right now, I am planning to do a webinar for my membership, and only my membership, on how to go from end to end and showing the resources of my membership that enables people to accomplish what I've done. Because being able to bang out models as fast as we hope to do using something like Simulink and proprietary and customized, which will not go into the public domain, and how to implement them in multicharts so that they can be used with multicharts, so that you have your real world data coming in for IQ feed, as well as being able to test your execution of trading through something like interactive brokers. There's a lot of advantages with it. Watch the 20-minute video on it. Hopefully you'll see where I'm coming from. I'm just tired of looking at other platforms, and anyways, like the next step is to move into something pretty high end, and even at the end of the day, when you look at something like an FPGA hardware solution, it's without a doubt one of the fastest ways to do true HFT. So at the end of the day, no matter what software solution you use, the FPGA solutions are obviously the way to go, and it's still much better than even CUDA, where CUDA and GPU is more used for testing, really, like back testing and stuff. So that's kind of like the steps we're going in, but using the multicharts, it gets me up and running today and tomorrow, being able to focus on the models and strategies today instead of just talking about a trading platform that just, as Microsoft was famously known, called vaporware. And we don't want to have vaporware for the rest of our lives without doing any trading. So that's why we went with multicharts. Anyhow, for anybody that's new to this whole thing, like I said, I'm going to be doing a private webinar, which will be live for my membership. I'll be announcing it in probably the next few days, or maybe even today, I don't know, on what I'm going to do, and give references on where to look. Because of all these new open source stuff and open source trading models, and like obviously a good example of that is Quantopian. I'd be concerned about things like this, because what's happening is that you're getting in this, I guess, crowdsourcing. We're getting hundreds, thousands of people trading the same thing, and it becomes now this quant model or algorithm or strategy becomes like this no different than an alert system for like hundreds of thousands of people that go in and buy stocks, and it's the same herd mentality, and at some point people get hurt by that, because when there's a true correction in the market, as in 2008, I've talked to time and time again on people that have been wiped out, and I ask why, and they say, well, I just got wiped out. And from what I dig deep, it's always because they don't understand how the markets move, they don't understand how the markets react, they don't understand how their trading may be, if it's done discretionary, if it's done in an automated way. They just follow what other people tell them, be it through news headlines or through some news bulletin service, and you will get slaughtered. There's no doubt about it. And only the strong will survive, and that's what I try to encourage with my membership, where we're pretty well more private and try to make it more exclusive by keeping it, as I keep saying, at the high end now, and as a result, using now proven technologies and the best of breed technologies to get strategies in place. So that brings me to my next point, is that we will be focusing on proven strategies, not strategy you read about in some magazine like Futures Trading, or they call them, or some website you can download like quantco.com or something. Not knocking these. Good place to understand and to refer from. But at the end of the day, you're still not understanding the math that goes behind these models or the algorithms. And it takes PhDs to figure these things out. They're not very easy. That's why these guys are being paid a couple $100,000 to literally millions of dollars per year. And there's reasons for it. So at the end of the day, I am personally tired of chasing down rabbit holes, and the bottom of the rabbit hole it's not as good as it looks. And that's happened to me a lot. And I'm hoping that the multi-charts and the Matlab worlds together with the API that's compatible with the TradeStation should be very sufficient enough to get me on my way to get to that next step. And the next step would be, like I said, a very high-end platform like a Deltix, which is very expensive, $120,000 for the complete suite, or going with an FPGA solution. And again, that is not a cheap solution either, and that's the true high-end, we'll call it exclusive type of trading, automated trading at a high HFT type of level. But for now, I'm pretty happy using something like multicharts.net with the Matlab combination, as well as what's coming out of the box on both ends. Because now we can focus on models and strategies and bang them out really quick. We can put them into an environment and test them fairly quick, so we can get instant results and figure, is this worth pursuing, or will it become equivalent of a rabbit hole? So that's the plan. But again, I'm planning to do a webinar on the multi-charts with the Matlab, integrating, show them how to do it. That will only be on my membership. So you know what to do if you want to be part of that. Yeah, there's so much to have, or that are underway now, because we're going to be focusing on about 15 models and different combinations of that, and trying to research which ones work best and which ones show most profit, and then focus only on those. So again, then we prevent people from going down the rabbit holes that I've been down, or maybe once you start trading with live money, you don't want that to become a lost cause as well. So I'm encouraging people who want to be part of the webinar, please come on out. And if you've got any information or ask any questions, you know how to reach me through popular media channels, social media, or even YouTube itself. I'll do my best to communicate back to you. All right, have a good day.